So this week Becky Palmer's come out and she is illustrating the Widow story. So I thought I'd do a little video with some questions about our process. Could you tell us a little bit about your experience of the relationship between a writer and an artist when working in the comic form?
Yeah, so far all the comics that I've made have been ones that I've drawn and written, but I'm working at the moment with an author on a picture book. And the process is an interesting one because, as with this script, the writing came first. And so I received the story and it was broken up into pages, but then as the process goes on, you have to sort of accommodate how the images develop, and a lot of the narrative obviously then happens in the images, and in order to get the pacing right, a lot of the writing changed in the process. So it's really a kind of process of give and take in a way. So you can start off with the writing, but then inevitably there needs to be some kind of leeway for
More collaborative process.
Yeah, it is really. Well, I was going to ask you what it is that you enjoy about writing for comics.
Well, I love film and screen, but I love books, and I feel with comics you get a little bit of both in a nice balance. So, like for screen, you can get a really nice high-impact image that leaps off the page, and that can be very striking and tell a lot of information instantly.
Yeah.
Whereas, like with a novel, you can digest it at your own pace, and then look back at things and spend more time with the characters according to what you want to do. And so, yeah, that's what I like about writing for comics. So, what are you most looking forward to drawing?
I'm really looking forward to getting more into drawing Edward and some other. They're just interesting to me as characters. And I feel like when I'm drawing, it's always from drawing people a lot that I get to know them. So that's the part that is really kind of interesting for me. But I haven't yet been down to the castle to draw the Green Man and things like that. So those bits I'm quite looking forward to, and kind of getting some good angles on the castle and stuff, because the ruin is so kind of that seems like such an integral part of that bit of the story as well. So my other question for you was about getting into the heads of the characters, because obviously with the comic you're writing mainly in dialogue without much narrative text, and in your prose fiction you also seem to write in the first person, so I thought maybe you could talk a bit about that. It's interesting.
Yeah, I prefer writing in first person when I'm doing prose, and that comes through in comics as well, just because I feel like you can get more into the mind and the life of the character and try and take on their voice, and it stops you from being tempted to show off some like authorly flourishes with your turn of phrase that's perhaps might be a nice clever turn of phrase, but it's not contributing anything to the story. So by writing in first person you have to remain within the bounds of what that character would say.
Yeah, I like that. I like the thought of it as being
and so,
kind of
yeah,
constrained.
it's a lot more disciplined, I think, and also you can have more fun with bringing things to life, bringing characters to life like that.
Yeah, I agree.